House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and ride as the vanguard.
Gods have favored us. Onward to Casterly Rock!
Aye! Death to the Lannisters! Aye!
Iron from ice!
Aye! Garrett.
Yes, my lord?
I need you to keep an eye out for Roderick. As his father, I could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's also the question of what's to be done with you. It's been on my mind for a while now. Something must be done. You've served House Forrester.
Oh shit. I forgot I was fucking playing, dude. I was watching my stream. June, that's what you should be doing. Honestly, bro. Everywhere I go, June wants to know. Do 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 do. Let's see. Forestry.
The trout, he gets out of the wolves of the fish and they all ran away. The trout, he fought all around. Two weddings brought on by beheadings, and diamond goats for me. Two weddings brought on by beheadings, and all is happily.
The great Jaime Lannister, Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, brought to his knees by the men of the North.
And set free by the women. You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it. Lord Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know.
Not that much people noticed when my very first kiss was with Logan. Remember that shit, Logan, when we made out?
Make sure it's spotless this time. Lord Forrester won't be happy with blood and brains
You're
all
gonna act
over it.
like you didn't like it?
It's only blood.
You're gay.
Now that
You're gay, dude. You're also bringing
I'll have one
one
like it myself someday.
You will never have a sword like that. I say
Watch my
that as a
stream.
friend. And if we're being honest.
I will. You'll see.
Of
Do you like
course, your
Game of
lordship.
Thrones?
After you take your rightful place on the
Game
Iron
of
Throne.
Queens?
I had a hand in it, you know.
Hand in what?
Capturing him.
He
Game of
was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk, he barely made it out of his tent.
So what really happened?
Someone caught him, I suppose. Ask any man here and they'll say it was them.
You captured the Kingslayer.
Aye. Well, I had a hand in it.
Aye. A hand round his ankle as 10 others took him
I'm
down.
done with you, Stevie.
See?
I
What
wanna
did I
play
tell you?
I brought him to his knees.
Get really good at it. It's
Not
gonna be
before he dragged you halfway across the
you know
battlefield
my-
on your face.
You're
If you really
questioning
want to
Norrin's honor.
fight me on the other, knock him out.
I'm questioning Norrin's story. Which grows more
And when they're on
far-fetched
the
every
ground,
time
I
he tells it.
pop on and embrace him like that's what one guy
Get
does.
your liege lord some wine. Go on.
Right, thanks.
Holy shit,
You're
guys, there's a
welcome.
whole team humping.
Thank you, Garrett. I'll do it. Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries. His honor is
You love him.
beyond reproach. House Tully is forever in his debt. You've never seen a field ploughed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield. Fetch your gun.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
Tonight we
I'm
celebrate.
dipping.
Fetcher.
job start!
like he'll
The
back
king in
around
the
and
north!
back
The king in the north!
to-
Tomorrow,
back.
we march on Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and ride as the vanguard! Gods and favors! Onward to Casterly Rock! Aye! Death to the Lannisters! Aye!
The North remembers!
Aye!
The North remembers.
Got it.
Can I poop on your face, Logan?
Yes, my lord.
I need you to keep an eye out for Roderick. As his father, I could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's also the question of what's to be done with you. It's been on my mind for a while now. Something must be done.
With me, my lord.
You've served House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever. How shall I reward your loyalty? What can I offer you? You served me well.
Let me fight for you, my lord.
You've more than proven your ability on the battlefield. No man would question that. There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. But you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard tomorrow. Not as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett. Your hard work has paid off.
Thank you, my lord. I promise. I won't let you down.
That I don't doubt. But for now, keep this between us. We're celebrating tonight. I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged.
Yes, my lord.
Now go, and find Roderick if you can.
I will, my lord. Thank you.
Bloody hell. Empty. Squire! Fetch us more wine!
Can you give me a hand? Come on. Make it up to you.
Yeah, no problem.
I have been a squire longer than you.
So?
I outrank you. You should help me.
You, Logan. Big titty yogi. When you get up downloading.
Fetch more wine, scrub my armor, clean my boots. Just my luck to end up with Nora in
You'll all end up downloading.
Let him fetch his own wine for once. He's a drunk, a liar, and an arrogant prick.
You'd better watch your tongue, boy. It could be much worse.
What the fuck do you know about it? Nothing is worse than Nora.
How's that say, Logan? You can only tap
See, that's
that.
where you're lucky. Low expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shoveling slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor in the Seven Kingdoms. I suppose this beats pig farming.
Where's he at now?
But not by much.
Who doesn't love bacon?
Play with you. I don't have my daylight ring.
Ah, pig farmers. All I'm saying is, at this rate we'll never be more than this, which is nothing. Lowest of the low. For all I know, we could be squires for life. All in wine around a fucking wedding. What a waste of fucking time.
Give it time. You'll get there.
Easy for you to say. Maybe if my uncle were castellan at House Forrester, I'd feel different.
Who my uncle is has nothing to do with it. How much further?
It's right over there.
Bro, this shit creepy as they know, bro. Remind me of them little gold men that be pretending and then they start moving and shit.
Take your time. You lot have drunk your share. Good thing Lord Walder's in a generous mood. Fucking phrase.
Hey, Logan,
Nice night for a wedding.
Remind me of
can we, not to turn my...
them little gold men.
Not often he finds a willing husband for one of
I
his
promise I
daughters.
was going to be good.
Watch my stream.
Don't expect me to carry it for you, Sir Garrett.
Say something in a bit.
What? What's wrong?
It's so ugly. Doopy doopy, beano beano.
You call me
What's
ugly
into
and you
you?
just started doing
You're
that shit?
acting rather odd.
That ain't
You've had
ugly,
too
dude.
much wine.
We need to get back. Now.
They're fine. They can wait.
No, you don't understand. We need to go.
Take the fucking flagon already. What's wrong with him? Something the matter?
Bowen, we have to go.
You go if you're in such a rush.
Bro, this shit creepy as hell, bro.
But what about... What the hell was that about? Slow down, would you? What's the rush? Still need a fucking run.
We have to warn the others.
Warn them about what?
There's no time to explain. We need to find Roderick. He's out there by himself.
Bro, this shit creepy as hell, bro. Remind me of the little gold man that be pretending to start doing that shit. Oh, no, he needs a statue. You know me.
Fuck! We need to get back to camp.
This shit creepy as hell.
Run, Frank! Gary, we have to get back. It's not the case. Ready, boys! Whoa! Shoot that one! Look out!
Choose one.
Value. I heard some friends about that.
Good fucking riddance.
Garrett, did you find Roderick? Speak up, Garrett. Did you see him or not?
I tried to save him, but there was nothing I could do.
Find a weapon, quickly! You fucking traitor! Go, my lord, while there's still time!
Shit, he rolls into the RKO, sad guy. If I didn't think that shit could happen.
7 hells.
He did, dude.
Well, now what do we do?
If we run, they'll hunt us down like dogs.
If we stay, they'll slaughter us like the others.
Walter Frey says time to run.
Oh no, he a statue. Bro, this shit creep.
God, this way. You turn it on. Iron
this
Wrath
village.
where it belongs.
See if there's anyone in here. Oh, I guess there's no one in here. That sucks because I'm giving away free emeralds.
You have to go.
Alright, I'm gonna leave.
I will do as you command, my lord.
You have served me well. I know I can count on you.
What's up, girl? What? Time to loot this village.
Tell your uncle.
I'm coming with it.
North Grove.
Come on with that bro.
Tell no one but him. Do you understand? You must swear. Tell only your Uncle
that.
Duncan. The future of the house may depend on it.
I swear that I will, my lord.
Hey, it's those foresters.
Go. On your honor, you must do this for your house. Go!
Kill those fucking foresters! With love, not afraid.
What the fuck, dude? It's like I'm not even trying to get it. I wanna see Jude.
What's up, Negro?
Watch my stream.
I am watching your stream.
Oh yeah, what just happened?
Man got murked.
Man's always getting murked.
Yeah, but that's what happens. Don't
Look how
say what
amazing the
happened.
PS4 graphics are, bro.
Back. Looks pretty nice looking.
Oh damn.
That damn food. Is anyone else watching your live stream? That sounds like so bullshit, dude. Yeah.
I am.
Who's that guy?
It says 0 viewers, bro.
I'm watching it, dude.
Okay.
Oh, trust me, man. I'm watching it.
Okay, what's happening right now?
Do not watching it.
Niggers.
You
Just
can't
niggers,
do that,
niggers,
bro.
bro.
Yo, you're trying to get me banned.
Niggers.
Hey,
What's your thing on? What's your thing anyways? Like your
I sent you an invite.
Fresh.
I'm on. I don't get invites on here.
It's Game Killer, remember? I never, or no, it's Yes No.
Titty flipper. Okay, hold
Yeah,
on.
City Flipper 2718.
Man,
Yeah.
really flipping them titties.
Look at the flip.
Yo, Logan, I want to know what pleases you. What the frick was that, dude?
I'm a reaper. I'm a reaper, bro. I spit bars like you know.
That's father's
A
car.
rapper? Stacking on the bars and don't get on here rampage? How does that shit go, dude?
Raping.
Mhm.
Better give us fucking titles for this. Winter may be coming, but at least still have its bacon. Move along, boy. There's nothing for you here.
Father,
I said move on.
I'm going to kill you.
Here's your broadcast.
Is that so? You can try if you like, and then we'll feed you to the pigs.
Get off my land!
This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the
It's
new
loading your
Warden of the
broadcast, but I'm watching it
I
now.
reckon he'd like a proper lordly sword like that.
Don't come on here rapping, I'm stacking.
Honestly, you're lacking.
It's kinda laggy for me though.
I'll have
The
that
graphics
sword,
bad
boy.
though?
I could have
not
seen
the
the picture, dude.
Aye. You'll have
I can hear the sounds, but I can't see no picture. Oh, there it is now. Now I can see it. You're fighting those English men.
Shit.
Harry, you dog shit.
Finish this fucking big farmer. Pathetic.
He's trying to attack me.
You really are a pig farmer, aren't you?
Pathetic. It's delayed for me, dude. Like a half a year later, I finally heard myself go, pathetic. Like super delayed.
Oh, these guys are shit.
This is the same dude who murdered your family, by the way.
This guy's took my weapon. Oh my goodness. Oh my lordy lord.
Please,
You have
I beg of
bacon?
you.
Can I
I
have
have a family. They'll never survive without me. I have no quarrel with you.
You're so ugly. Oh my lonely lord. So ugly, dude.
Can I have one? Please.
Whitefield will see you hang for this.
Yeah, dude.
was I
You're gonna be
promised.
live streaming.
That's Stubby's card. Oh, that's the guy, the cabbage guy from Avatar.
Oh!
Garrett, you
I'm gonna hear
survived.
that on live stream.
What?
Your sister.
The cabbage guy!
The cabbage guy.
Yeah, dude. That was on your live stream.
When right now?
I tried to stop them.
Yeah. You probably can't hear it no more, though. Your boulders dropping right now, Logan.
I'll kill the men who did this.
The cabbage guy.
The cabbage guy. Oh, that's the guy, the cabbage guy from... the cabbage guy.
Oh, shit, man.
The cabbage guy.
What happened there?
It's Garrett. Get the Castellan.
Oh.
Tell him his nephew survived.
Garrett!
I was too late. They were already dead.
Bring the maester. Meet us in the Great Hall. Quickly.
Two Whitehill soldiers?
And a Bolton. They killed my family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
The blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg. Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you. But the Whitehills won't see it that way.
It was justice. They got what they deserved.
They did indeed. We can't let the Whitehills just walk all over us. These maggots ought to help prevent infection. Hold the wound open for me, would you?
Oh my lordy lord. Can I have just one of those maggots?
These are dark days, I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Roderick and Lord Forrester. We can avenge them.
And attack House Frey. Now is the time to find allies, not enemies. The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now. Although he is young, and altogether unprepared to lead. Right. This might hurt a bit. Hold this for me, will you? I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't train maesters.
The fire
enough to
dirty
walk
is gross, and he just put the maggots into his friggin' cut.
That's not how it happened. Roderick had already fallen.
Well, I'd
Oh, my
imagine Lord
lordy
Forrester
lord.
would sacrifice himself to save anyone from his house, high or low.
You said
Lady
Game of
Forrester
Thrones
will be
Part
here
1,
any
you like
moment
you were gonna
now.
finish all
I'd
this
like you
shit
to
tonight,
walk
bro.
for me first, to see
What?
if you can put any weight on that leg.
You're gonna finish the entire game tonight, bro.
What? Oh. Okay.
Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
You heard him, man. You better start walking.
I've been running down the mountain when he comes.
You're such a shit streamer. She'll be coming around the mountain. What she calls her ugly ass guy, dude. And I shit streamer, dude.
Damn. Thank you for the constructive criticism.
An ironwood shield.
An ironwood
The
shield.
strongest wood in the known world.
Yo, what's up, guys? I'm cosplaying as Garrett right now. As you can see right now, I'm Garrett.
You seem to be favoring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
I'm fine, Maestro Tengrin. Look, I'll show you. Mirror.
Man, just you like a
Still in
rev
King's
cam,
Landing,
dude.
I suppose. Although,
What?
I wonder if they'll bring her home.
If you had a webcam.
Asher.
Who's your favorite character of all of them?
Exalto, unfortunately.
What character? Oh, probably,
Talia and Ethan.
Robert.
I suppose
Or
Lord
Garrett.
Ethan now.
Or even
That
the
one?
guy that... No, not out of these guys?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Lady Forrester. She's always been kind to me. Treated me like I was a Forrester myself. Ryan. Never easy being the fourth-born son. Lord Forrester. It was an honor to squire for him.
Lady
Gregor the
Forrester.
Good. Roderick. He was our best warrior by far.
I may be mistaken. You do seem able to put weight on it.
My person's ready. It's just dog water. It's 5 and 5. It's good.
Kenny?
Jason real easily, but that's dog water.
Rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
Boy Kenny?
Yes.
The half the man Tommy is?
How do you know this already?
I don't know, Kenny's a pretty good character.
He really is half the man Tommy. Tommy's been
He's
in
robbing this dude of all
I
his
think he's
medicine.
5 and everything.
This might help.
Saying this might help Brendan for
But it should be able to break up really easily because the perk I have is 5. And then 10, Benny's 5, everything. So that should be a 10. I don't know. It won't work.
It's a good thing you've done. bringing that back to House Forrester. By right, that belongs to Lord Ethan now. That sword has been handed down through 50 generations of Forresters.
Yes, so... Logan's laugh.
Does your leg feel weak?
No. I just wanted to ask you.
Logan game share the thing half of your screen?
Oh, that?
Yeah.
Why do the White Hills hate the Foresters?
I think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two
Oh,
houses
can,
for as
but I
long as
can.
anyone can remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone, which led to more killings of someone's, and then, well, here we are.
Oh, it's like
The White Hills want
on
Forrester
PS4.
Ironwood.
He can do stuff
They
like
take
that and
it all
it
for
won't
that,
log me out.
especially now with the Boltons in power, and proceed to clear-cut every last inch of it until there's nothing left, just as they've done before.
Can I go now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you,
Man.
my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true?
Oh my lordy lord.
Your family...
Is that Yogi?
Oh my lordy lord! Is
That girl's my favorite
true?
character.
Sorry.
She might be underage, but she can pop a squad.
Hey, yo, what the heck?
Off to bed now. Hurry on.
Off to bed now?
Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
He loved his family, my lady. He was very proud of Roderick.
Yet he was unable to save him.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion. But if you can remember anything, I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did. He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed? If you can remember.
He asked me to return this to House Forrester. He said this is where it belongs. With his family.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response.
It's too dangerous, especially now.
Now is the time to prove our strength.
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
Against aggression. Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the White Hills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, that bastard.
Garrett, you understand what this means.
Who?
You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
What on Ramsay?
We're the ones that should be demanding retribution. This happened on Forrester land.
Ramsay Snow is coming here.
Aye. He'll arrive within a week. Those men will say they were keeping the peace in the name of House Bolton.
And what would you have us do?
Oh,
Nothing.
Logan.
I
I'm still
would have
watching
us
Life
use
in
our
Q.
heads while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard. It was his family they killed.
My uncle's right. We need to be smart.
Smart. Eddard Stark was smart. And look where that got him. So, what's to be done?
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this. I'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
I'd have done the same, as any man would.
It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot stay.
cannot stay.
The boy was just defending
The boy has
himself.
suffered enough. Where would you have the boy go?
The one place that's safe, beyond the reach of the Boltons.
You're sending him to the wall. The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons.
This was just such a good game, dude. I'm
I'm
surprised
afraid
they
it's
never
the
had to
only
make a part
solution.
2.
Especially now, when the house is so vulnerable. I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best. To stay would bring destruction upon us all. I know that's not what you want. I know it's difficult to understand. But you must think of the house.
Right, Logan, this was a pretty good game.
I'll do what's asked of me.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
That settles it then.
You can have my horse, and I'll see you have plenty of food. But we haven't much time. The White Hills will come looking for you.
Who did I say I was gonna tell? The North Ridge was not fall.
I don't know if you can tell.
Were it up to me, I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord
Well,
Whitehill's heart.
that one part where you pick who you want.
I would.
That's
God's
what
willing,
you're saying.
someday I will.
The other guys are
But
betraying
now,
you if you don't
have
pick
House
him.
Forrester to consider first.
What?
Lord Forrester would be
Yeah.
proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
I'll do what's best.
Which often isn't what's easiest, but necessary nonetheless.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
What? What is it?
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Sorry, you caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
He said tell only you.
For good reason. Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. I assume you kept your word. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important, Garrett. I need to know the truth.
Lady Forrester asked, but I said nothing.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may need your help. But I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house. But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help.
Dick in your ass, dick in your mouth. Nigga, nigga, nigga.
Fuck, man. I just got
Iron from ice.
a message
Iron from ice.
from
Remember,
MILF,
you
like,
represent House
5
Forrester.
kilometers away from
Your
the
actions
house.
at the wall will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll be strong.
Come on. I can't even say the word, dude. I'm autistic, man. Come on. Oh my god, come on.
Damn, I'm already dipping
Come
deep.
on, dude.
Oh wait, Roger pulls up, I'm pretty sure.
Like after you leave?
No, right before I leave.
Garrett, wait!
Shit, I don't really know. But I'm pretty sure Roger's alive.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
June's girl? Oh shit, I'm stealing June's girl.
Be safe.
Honestly, June, these graphics are probably older than both of us combined.
Probably, dude.
So that would mean she's older than you because she was created before you were. I'm pretty sure it's not even that old. Or maybe it,
Man, just
it is
trying to
pretty
save
old.
you from going to jail, dude.
Thanks, I'm your lawyer.
Ethan!
find him. Could you?
He hides too well, and if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
I win!
Congratulations, your lordship.
Your lordship.
Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
I don't know what he did to get sent away like that.
Garrett is strong. He can take care of himself.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself.
He doesn't know me, or what I'm capable of.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know, but I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them. It's for you to decide for yourself.
I promise, I won't change.
Good, because I'd rather have a brother than a lord.
We'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once. But Ethan will be a good lord. A proper lord.
As many as you'd like, yes.
Really?
Of course. Why not?
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
Wonderly. Tune, why did it say you're on the website browser?
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
If I were Lord, I would command Ethan to stay, with his family.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
I thought that guy looked from like the Burger King guy from the back.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house, but to his family it's still a loss.
Thank you, Lord Whitehill.
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
I may be young, but I'm not so easily fooled. You're trying to rile me, but it won't work.
Young? You are that boy. Too young to know when you're in over your head. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much. Bloody Forresters. Does little Lord Forrester know how to speak? You
Fuck. Damn, I'm probably gonna do this all night, dude. I zoned out. Holy shit. Honestly, Junior, you didn't even you're not even watching my stream.
Yeah.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Alright, what happened? What's happening?
What are you
Lord
saying,
Ethan,
dude?
is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord
Thank you,
Forrester was no friend to me or my house. My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life.
I may be young, but I'm not so easily fooled. You're trying to rile me, but it won't work.
Young? You are that boy. Too young to know when you're in over your head. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much.
Fetch Lord Whitehill some bread and salt. It was an oversight, Lord Whitehill. I promise it won't happen again.
Not likely. You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
That's enough, Lord Whitehill.
I'm not finished! Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
This guy's definitely...
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
Garrett was only defending himself.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men? And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
He was defending his family as any man would. But your men murdered them all.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
I took care of it. He received his punishment and it's done. He's gone.
What? Gone? That was my justice to deliver, boy, and you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
This is over, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
Do as you like, Lord Whitehill.
I was wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
Duke's Landing?
Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
Damn, that snail is fast.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos. Ethan made this for me. It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena. Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
sent the text message, honestly. June.
Wonders Made by Man
Mm-hmm.
by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick.
When did you become these nuts?
I hope to see
You're
them
dumb,
all
dude.
someday.
I'm 300 to 200 to 500 IQ.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
My name is Duke. I'm at Duke's Landing.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
For what? You saw me, bro.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm just worried about my family.
Ah, letter from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but it was definitely an argument.
What did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
I hope you're not in any kind of trouble, but I thought you ought to know. Most people don't tend to notice a cold one, not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss. From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as a handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only
Yeah,
an
dude.
excuse to torment
Holy
you and, by
shit.
extension, me.
Oh!
She
Hit him on her
demands an
friggin' chin, dude,
audience.
knocked him
She
down.
wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Humor her. Tell her what
See
you
if the Queen
want
Regent is
to
ready
her.
to receive us.
See if the Duke is ready to receive these nuts in his mouth. Honestly, he's gay. He's gay. June's gay, honestly confirmed.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Good luck.
Oh, frick, that was good.
Okay,
Bitch.
she be calling every single night. I wanna die. I'm a start wired. I'm tired.
You can do this.
I'm tired. But why is she speed running this bitch and I can't?
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
I am honored, Your Grace.
Yet not honored enough to kneel, I see.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you.
No.
I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is. The girl can speak for her house.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
The girl did say their loyalty was unwavering.
She has a talent for equivocation, yet I question what she really thinks. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
There are limits, Your Grace.
Perhaps, but not if your house faces potential ruin.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delight?
Fuck's sakes, man. Okay, you can go and drink your corn every single night. I said why, he said hi. Said my name is Juga. Said I'm the Duga. He's gonna be like, I don't drink pop.
You can do this.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet... For centuries, the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Yes, Your Grace. They are traitors.
The Starks were your liege lord, yet you name them traitors so easily.
Clearly her...
Frick. Yes, Lord. They are traitors. Honestly, dude, I'm not even gonna stream because you're just like not even watching it. You're playing UFC 7.
Hmm?
Honestly, you aced it.
I'm watching it.
You can do this.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
What a save, dude.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
Goofy relations.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
Loyalty never
Is your family
wavers.
loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet... For centuries, the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
The girl did say the loyalty was unwavering.
She has a talent for equivocation, yet I question what she really thinks. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
To our mutual benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Poor guy didn't even know what happened, dude.
I won't dishonor myself, Your Grace.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I'm sure she regrets it.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she would...
Let the girl answer the question. Go on.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
The king, of course.
Well said.
Frick, dude! Dude, I'm getting bamboozled, man. I don't know what to tell you, June.
You're bamboozled, Logan.
The northern crevice. The north must never fall.
You can do this.
I'll not judge her. I will not judge you. Look how rich these guys are. These guys look like straight out of Skyrim.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking forward to this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
The girl did say their loyalty was unwavering.
She has a talent for equivocation, yet I question what she really thinks. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent, and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions, while in fact saying nothing at all.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
To our mutual benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
There are limits, Your Grace.
Perhaps, but not if your house faces potential ruin.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
She was just following her heart, Your Grace.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she would...
Let the girl answer the question. Go on.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
I must choose Marjorie, Your Grace.
Clearly your handmaiden does not have her priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
I'm not quite sure what to make of her. Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl, but not very encouraging either. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
You were brave to declare your loyalty to Lady Marjorie. No doubt she was pleased, but Cersei...
Your husband's gonna dead.
She will not soon forget what you said. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining. But it certainly wasn't what Cersei was expecting.
I wasn't trying to please her.
I think that was clear to everyone. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard, not her.
I wouldn't want to anger Cersei.
And you'd be wise not to. But I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
King's Landing can be a northern wild. Okay, Junkie calling it.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah?
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper.
Effing character
I'm
when you got
told
knocked
he has
out.
a paramour. Which
I don't know how
doubt
to
is
fight,
Dornish
dude.
for wife.
He is quite handsome.
And quite passionate, from what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well, which is more than you can say for his mother.
I'd be willing to marry, but not Joffrey.
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well? Sarah?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was rather disappointed by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important. I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her. Go on. Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa. My mother feels it is urgent, my lady. She's unfamiliar with King's Landing and its politics. I hope you can understand that.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
When does it come out?
I have no idea, but I hope it comes out soon.
Is anyone 1v1 on this game?
Honestly, where'd you get that? You're bouncing me? Honestly.
Bro, where'd you get Game of Thrones? Honestly, you're bouncing me?
Don't make me angry, Junior.
Yep.
Fucking horse. You told me ghost. Why you
7 hours.
scared? Oh, he's drunk, dude.
Let's play a little game, shall we?
Who's that guy?
Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat?
Bro?
Not my best work,
Hello?
unfortunately. I suppose I have full enough practice. But he didn't make it easy. What with all that bloody noise?
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these Forresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh! Listen. There. Hear that? I know I heard something. Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Bro, this guy looks like Shrek, dude. Like when Shrek's a human. That's exactly who he reminds me of. Okay, Junkie Con, everything.
Hey Logan, how do you do the fist thing where you pound fist?
You hold R1 or L1 at the beginning.
R1 is there? Hold R1.
At the beginning of the
Oh, we
fight.
can't do no more. Yeah, we can't do no more of it. We took too long.
No.
You push R2 block, R2 to block. You hold R2 to block. And then R1's like to throw big punches and kicks, I
Lord
think.
Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forrester Lords stand behind you.
Huh?
Lord
Oh, no.
the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good.
Alright, look at this game too.
He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle.
And what will they
These
call
are good.
me?
That is for you to define as the new Lord. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone.
What's going on?
He and every Forrester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forrester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move.
Holy shit.
Summon the Lord. We need his judgment.
I've done nothing wrong. I was only trying to survive.
He's dead.
Lord Ethan. Mate.
You spoke of judgment.
You're
sir.
down.
What judgment is that?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
Oh no, dude.
This house is doomed. We all fucking know it.
Quiet, thief. Eric was
Oh,
supposed to be
crazy.
guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Why did you do it?
Because I've no wish to die. Yes, my lord.
Keep
I
talking.
fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right. Speak true. I've a family to feed. And not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Oh shit. Oh, block, block
I
my
know
legs,
these
dude.
words are hard, but they're honest.
My legs are.
This house
Look how
is
red my
small.
legs are, dude. Cause you kept
Never
kicking me in the
survive the
leg.
coming winter.
I don't know how to block with the
Most of us won't
leg.
even live to see it.
We are in this together.
You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
You'll address him as Lord.
Oh shit.
Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor
Come
always
on,
took
city,
big
come on, city.
fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it
The men
is.
need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
You can send him to the war.
That's it. I knocked you out.
Take his
So there's no favorite part to the show yet to this shit.
If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man.
After he does his ugly ass taunt, dude.
Please, my lord. My family depends
Look,
on me.
boom!
You got me good.
Dude, it shows it like a cutscene, dude. In slow motion, it's amazing.
Bro, you knocked me out.
Should we rematch?
Yeah, I guess.
Our house tends to miss people. See
Where did
this
Google
man
say
is
she was
paying
again?
his
Or
family's
did Nico?
rent.
Lord Ethan, you're
Yeah,
truly a
what did he say she
merciful and
was?
noble lord.
My lord, this man is a criminal.
Oh yeah.
A brazen thief.
He still serves House Forrester and deserves our protection.
He's a rat in our grain stores.
My lord, we must speak about our gold reserves. Soon.
My lord, I thank you for the mercy you've shown me.
Oh shit.
I will never forget my debt to you and to this house.
Yo, how do you do jump punches?
Like the Dote?
Yeah, when
You
you're
have to have
running.
a special move. You have to hold
That was
triangle.
certainly unpleasant.
R1 and
The
triangle
Lord must
and
mete out
circle up,
punishment
I
when
think,
it's due.
Or some shit.
Not just yourself, of course.
Holy crap.
Can weigh on any lord.
Big one.
Maester,
The big boy kick right there.
Me.
I'm Conor McGregor right now. What is he good at? What is he good at?
Disloyalty shouldn't be rewarded if others
Bull,
take
bitch!
advantage of your mercy.
Oh, he got my leg
You
stuck
heard
up there.
what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty.
Boom!
You need someone you can trust
Boom!
on your side.
Boom!
Someone you
Boom!
can rely
It's over
on,
for you.
no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom,
who do you think I should choose?
there are two
Yeah, hold on, I
capable
want
men
to do
for the
big
role.
punches. That's what I was doing.
They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
I'm trying to skip this shit,
can
but I
also
can't.
Solicit the opinion of people close to you.
I want to do what, Keegan?
The
Use
bracer of the
L1
sentinel.
to do different variations.
The badge
strikes
of
as well.
office.
Even cakes.
Tonight is your first small council meeting.
And if
It
you
would
hold
be
them
wise to
both
bestow
down,
this bracer
L1
upon
and
your
L1,
chosen
you
sentinel
get
then, to show
different
that you were
variations as
decisive
well.
and in control of this house.
Wait, L1 and L.
Your
R1
sentinel
and
will wear
L1?
this for all to see.
Yeah, if you hold
Take
both of the bumpers and then
Understand.
press like
I'll do it now.
like one like X
Come
square
speak
triangle or
with me
circle,
when you're
it'll
ready
give
to
you
convene
a
the small council, my
different
lord.
strike.
Oh, what the hell was that?
I did it. Don't they? Holy frick! What the frick was that move? Oh, what the frick I did that would have killed you instantly. I was pushing like buttons together, like what Keegan said, and you know he just does roly poly oly and you're dead instantly. Douche! Look at that shit! What a way to die, dude. Just me doing roly poly oly.
Yes, my lord.
I have
I'm
much
sorry I
to
killed you
consider.
like that, dude. I don't know what the
Face
frick I
a
was doing.
difficult decision.
There it is,
Perhaps I
roly
can
poly.
help.
Is
Your
it, if you
father
push
often
L1,
sought
like
my
this one,
counsel.
and push like triangle and square, you do like special moves. Like if you push triangle and circle together,
name a sentinel.
or square and X,
Of
you do like
course.
special moves.
And if I may ask, who do you
And my
fear
roly
for the
poly is
role?
one of my special moves.
Perhaps I can share my insight. And talking can sometimes help you make a decision.
That's my special move.
Would you want to be the sentinel?
The spin
More
punch.
than you can imagine, my lord.
Backhand.
With all due respect for Sir Royland, there's no one better suited to the role than
I
me.
can't hit you with it.
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate your advice.
Oh, nice.
I'm at your service, my lord.
Oh shit, you're running out of stamina, boy.
Just died.
Yeah, you're running out of stamina.
Oh, dang.
Duncan,
Let's go with your stamina.
you've decided to name
Roly
you as my
poly!
sentinel. Congratulations.
Thank you, my lord. I'm honored.
Oh, I almost got you.
But are you sure?
No.
Yes, of course.
PK penalty.
I'm convinced you're the man for the job.
I'm dead.
Then I accept. But first,
Oh, you're
you
not
must
dead.
summon the small council, my lord, to make it official.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
I'll
gonna
tell
continue
Maester
real quick.
Otengrin to do
Oh,
it
shit.
at once.
Gotta do this. I'm like, keep
Get a free punch on me. Roly poly, dude. Roly poly's the most overpowered move in the game. You already know.
Maester?
Yes, Lord Ethan. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
Friggin' Conor McGregor?
Yeah, my bad.
What is it you're doing over here?
Admiring the
Look at his
iron,
beautifulness.
Lord.
Douche!
I studied it at the Citadel. The wood may be black, but I see gold.
Look at those goals in the
forest
background
of
watching you get
gold.
knocked down with roly-poly
Our
holy.
greatest asset, my lord.
The most overpowered move in the game.
Give some of our iron.
Is that the only move you can do that spin
Have them
punch?
leave us be. We could ransom ourselves.
Are you holding
You
L1?
can hardly put a price on your own life, or the lives of those you love.
You said all that?
How much do we have to give, Maester?
From here
no.
to Wolfswood
You hold
Creek and then across
L1
the
and you
next
push these
2
two.
ridges, it should be
Like
enough
you push
to
both of them at the
satisfy
same time.
Ramsay's snow, I imagine.
And you do like a special move.
Bloodlust can often be sated by
Not
gifts and
Ramsay
gold.
Snow. That's not my favorite character, bro.
Then you can push R1 too. Like R1 is like heavy moves, like that. See like
My
that
lord,
heavy punch.
Are you now ready to name
You
your
push
sentinel?
R1, like if you hold them, push punch.
No, I'm not ready just yet.
Let me know when you are, my lord.
That's my own special move
My
with
lord,
R1.
are you now ready to name your sentinel?
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
Oh shit, you're effing me up. Oh shit.
Oh, you're talking about June. You're talking about if you don't make that guy your sentinel, he's gonna
That's
betray
just so
you.
overpowered. Yeah, well, who you pick as your sire? The one that doesn't, that you don't pick.
Whoever you don't pick betrays you?
Yeah.
Oh shit, he's doing the dance with Fortnite.
Damn.
Orange Justice?
I believe
We'll
Lord
switch our
Ethan
characters now,
has
dude.
reached
Because I
his
feel like
decision.
Conor McGregor's roly-poly's kind of
Before I
overpowered.
name my sentinel, I must tell you.
Why don't you ask Faith for her Wi-Fi if
Royland,
she's at the
This
house?
house needs you both.
But you can only choose one, my lord.
Let him be on.
Okay, yeah, let's pick different characters.
Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision.
We can still try to play GTA and stuff though. GTA and Red Dead.
Yeah, I guess. I'll give it a shot.
Alright, cook them to might move back.
They might soon because.
Duncan Tuttle, you will be my sentinel.
Oh.
Tuttle!
Alright.
This is reckless. Lord Ethan has made his choice.
I got moves?
I will not disappoint you, my
Oh,
lord.
that's like you're a different outfit.
Now, Sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
Our scouts say he's only a day's ride from here, with no time to waste.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
We can
I mean,
devise
you
a
never
plan
know.
to
He's
deal
kind
with
of a
it.
bigger guy than I
The
am.
Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls. Ignore Sir Royland. Your name's
Yeah,
me,
I want to check out his
Sentinel.
special moves. I want to do all
I
his special
knew this
moves.
would happen. He cannot be
This
trusted.
is the bloody small council. Lord Ethan
I
deserves
don't know if he
to
might have
hear
more.
from all of
I'll
us.
just push
I
random
will hear
buttons,
from
hopefully I
my
find them
sentinel.
out.
Please.
Sir Royland is clearly able and ready to take up arms, but the rest of our soldiers are not. We need to take a cunning approach. Diplomacy
Big
can
punch.
be a sharper
Big punch.
instrument than a sword.
The Bolton sigil is a
Ooh, big
flayed
kick.
man. Force is the only thing they understand.
Gentlemen, please.
What's his special power?
Thank the gods Mira has asked Lady
There
Marjorie
it
for her
is.
help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our
So what you
behalf,
think?
but we must have a plan
Yeah.
if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment. I don't doubt
Holy
she did
shit,
everything
dude.
within her power to help us.
Mother,
I don't know
what
like
do you
all the moves,
recommend
but
we
that
do?
shit
We
killed
must
you
give him
instantly. Look
whatever
at
he
that
wants
shit.
and be done with it. It's too dangerous to do otherwise.
Yeah, dude.
Why
Oh
not
my
make an
god, it's
offering
amazing
for
how your
peace,
neck's
my
not
lord?
broken, or maybe it is, dude.
The Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad.
His
It's
black guy
pure
looks pretty
folly
cool.
to just
I
give
like
away
him.
the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough.
Pretty cool looking character. Dote! Dote! That's too much for you.
Doing one ugly ass move.
Dude!
My new sentinel favors a
Holy
certain
shit, that
approach,
knocked you
and I
out.
agree. I shall use
You
diplomacy.
got a
with
block
Lord
boy,
Snow.
sonny boy.
I would be foolish to pick a fight without negotiating first. I'll offer our allegiance and
You
try to
always
reach
special was
a
OP as hell.
reasonable agreement.
If you are
Look at it. Whoosh! Holy, look at your face, dude! Dude! Holy shit!
Ethan has made his opinion known.
It
and
was,
you
dude.
will
Broke your
respect his
nose.
decision.
Yuki has made his opinion known.
Why is
and
you can make your own
respect
character
my
on here?
decision. Yeah, you can make your own character and you can make your own moves, but you have to train yourself to get different moves.
Can you actually make your move?
Well, I mean,
Oh,
you
you
can't make
grabbed me! Holy shit!
I don't think you can make your own moves, but you can do a bunch of moves.
Oh shit.
I don't know how I did it, but I did. I'm dying this season. Now,
Oh,
Superman Punch, I gotta watch it for that again.
Oh, super kick. The sleeper. Oh, Ricky knocked me over!
Extend. Oh, that was good. Yeah. Dang.
It's lit. It's lit.
Don't forget to dodge every now and then.
It's lit.
Cause that shit would happen. Oh, I thought I missed.
Forgive us, my lord.
Oh,
We
boy.
are, of course,
Boom.
here to serve
Boom.
you, as we
Boom.
served your father. Aye. Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival. Invite him into this hall and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Ramsay Snow is no
Holy
lord.
shit.
That's absurd. You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
Lord Ethan?
Oh, never mind.
Holy shit, we both hit each other pretty good that time.
I will meet him in the Great Hall.
A wise move, my lord.
It's careless. Can't
Holy
you
shit,
see
look at this
Tuttle
Cold
is
City
steering
doing
you
that.
wrong?
Holy frick! I think I gotta pull it
Ethan has
out.
given his
Roman punch, boom! Get the hell off me, boy!
I cannot listen to that bloody idiot anymore. Forgive me, my lord, but you are not ready
Oh, that's
to
nice
be lord
blood.
of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Sit down at once.
Renee Young said, this is insane. Bam.
Apologies, my son. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow in the Great Hall, and we will not offer our ironwood.
Oh shit.
And don't worry, Lord Ethan. I will stand beside you.
I gotta get
where
that
your
big
sentinel
kick
belongs.
off on you. Oh, bam.
Then perhaps we
Holy
should
shit, we
adjourn.
both kick each other.
We have to prepare
Oh,
the
bam.
house.
Boom!
Kicked me in the back of my head and I died.
Yo, this house is done, baby.
My lord,
I got an
I
easier.
have fought for this family.
You're Stone Cold Steve Austin on the ground right now. Knocked out.
Stone, but I'm not awesome.
Yo. Look how bloody his mouth is, dude. From those kicks, you're.
There will always be
Holy
those who
shit, you
question
turned
your
right
leadership,
into that because you're trying to
which
kick
is why
me.
you need allies you can rely on.
Holy
Family.
dude.
Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing. There are others who can help us.
As
What
you
about
were
your
laying on the
brother,
ground there.
Asher?
You want to bring him back?
What a fight that was,
He's a
dude.
skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it. He always protected you and your
This
sister.
is not a bad game.
And we need all the help we can get.
But won't he be Lord if he returns?
Top fighters.
Do you want him to take my
What's
place?
the other ones?
Of course not.
Oh, just his acting
He has no
characters.
interest in such things. And that's not what I want either. Asher is volatile. But that is his strength too. Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you?
Only a small ass
I
skinny
wanted
dude.
to intervene, but your father
I guess he's
said
not skinny, he's strong, but
Ethan
he's
must
small as
fight his
shit.
own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck.
Maybe he uses
that was
his
first
bony
instinct.
to
Asher
step up
knocked
people.
out half the poor boy's teeth.
It hurts him more because it's just pure
Of course, your
bone,
father
dude.
was furious.
Look,
But
he has
you
a
were in
kiss on his
danger, and there was
neck
nothing
there.
else Asher needed to know.
Yep.
Asher does not
That's from your
hesitate.
girlfriend.
He acts, and we need that.
Hold on one.
You have many fine qualities.
We could, like, you know, fist before the
You
match
do
starts.
not have that anger inside you. It's something we could use.
I'm not like that. But I don't need to be, do I?
No, but you need
Shit.
someone who is standing beside you.
Oh dang, you put me in a headlock, you put me in the team?
Yeah, dude.
Nah.
Who the fuck is that guy?
I'm like that.
I'm trying to do what's best for this family. What this family needs.
The cover of the Rolling
Let me send
Stone.
Malcolm to Essos.
Rolling Stone.
Fine. Malcolm will
I
go
found
to
how to do low
Essos and bring
punches.
Asher back.
Oh.
Shit, I've been doing real punches all my life.
Thank you.
Elbow.
Ethan. I'm glad you will let me do this. Know that
Elbow.
you never stand alone. You are a Forrester.
Oh,
Mira
what the
stands with
frick?
us, and she may be able to help us yet.
They put the German suplex G, and it doesn't
Wait, I killed you already?
kind of looks scrawny and knock me out. Bro, I better go on Razor when this thing and just go for the Superman punch, and then his opponent will die.
No.
That is the backhand.
Holy shit, you hit with my elbow, dude.
That hurt.
Holy shit.
I would die too if I got elbowed in my jaw.
Yeah, dude, no wonder I just knocked his ass out. You're underground dead after that punch.
No doubt about it. Oh, that was a big kick. Oh shit, what the frick? I had you!
Oh shit.
Oh, that was like a free head. Come on again.
Get off me, boy.
Why can't we do it again?
Get off me, boy. Get off me, boy.
Tackle you now.
Don't they?
Oh
Marjorie?
shit, I almost died.
Oh.
Where's there?
My guy's a kicker.
Lady Marjorie is still with the king. I thought you'd want to know.
Thank you.
I got grunt and
Mira, look. The other day when you asked Lady Marjorie for help, I only spoke out of fear for her. I want to help you
Holy
if there's
shit, you hurt me
anything
up.
I can do.
Gonna use
Your
my
poor
superpower.
family. I can't imagine how you must feel.
Thank you, Sarah. But I have to do this myself.
Holy shit.
If you feel that
Big
way.
back kick.
Lady Marjorie is always saying how important friends and allies are in King's Landing. Just
Oh,
know
frick.
I will be here for you if you ever...
Hey, yo.
Pushing everything I got.
June kinda sucks.
My lady, I'll leave you to talk.
Dang.
For what?
I don't know.
Not hitting anything. Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
Are you alright, my
There's a
lady?
big boy kick right there. Holy shit, the takedown.
Oh,
The king was not inclined to offer help for your family. I'll need this mended.
No, not again.
Now to do it now.
He said I was too easily swayed. And he reminded me that I am not yet his wife. I allayed
Oh, the
his fear.
dodge.
For now. But it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again. Nothing I said could cheer him. He wouldn't even speak to me.
No,
when I left
dude.
him.
I'm so sorry, my lady. I should never have asked you for the king's help.
Dang, big one.
Understand, it was my mother's plan, not mine. I just
I don't know how to
hope you
block
find
low
some way
punches,
to
dude.
forgive me.
Do that big kick again.
That one?
No, the other one, the other one, the other
Which one? That one?
one.
This is simply not how things are done,
That one?
Mira. Not in King's Landing.
I don't know what it was.
I'm sorry,
Shit.
my lady.
The cover of the Rolling Stone.
Soon I will be queen. And maybe then I'll
I'm gonna
be in a
put you in the
better
cover of the Rolling
position
Stone
to
as
help
well.
you. But for now, we must both be cautious.
I must send a raven.
Bam.
I have to warn my family. If you'll excuse
You
me.
figured out how to do the spin punch. I'm saying looking good for me. Oh shit. Another takedown again.
Milady,
Get off me, sir.
begging your pardon, milady.
Oh, the
I hope I
match
didn't
ended.
frighten you.
I'm glad to see you.
Oh, that's not bad.
Thank
Sorry.
you, milady. I hope you saw. I was right before. About Lady Marjorie and Queen Cersei.
Oh, you were doing it there for a
Just
second, my
want you
bad.
to know, I can help
When you were
if you
doing the
like.
fist
And your
thing where you
family,
like
if you're
broke
willing to
it,
trust
you know?
me, I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful
No.
for you.
It's too dangerous for me right now.
Give me all that
And for
guillotine.
you as well.
You needn't worry about me. I can
Holy
take care of myself.
shit!
Which is why you must trust me, milady.
Get off me,
We
boy.
need allies. Hopefully I've proven I can be useful to you.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair.
Wasn't
I know
gonna do
people who...
anything. I just speared you like a crazy way.
People who'd be willing to help you.
Just died like a cop was arresting me.
Yeah, after you up there.
I hear the cops here and I put my head back and I died.
Dude, boy. Shit.
I think I broke my arm.
Shit, dude.
He should be here.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Pride more than honor. We'll do without him. And without
You know
King's
fun getting?
Landing.
This is
I know
be
you'd
fun to
hoped
play
Miller
Joel.
could help us, but I'm confident
I
we've
want.
enough strength of our own.
Shit! You tricked
Our men
me!
stand ready to act if needed.
Cool. That's what you yeah, dude, give me that you. Oh, I can punch you. Oh shit.
You figured it out.
Bam, 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 bam.